rising of the sun to the setting of the same. Your esteem reigns, O Yahuwah. Your power never fades. In the mountains and the valleys, your love is all we see. Yahuwah, you are all we need. Esteem to the King, hallelujah, Yahuwah, we sing. In your mighty name we go. I left the top. You're the Lion and the Lamb. Esteem to the King, forever you reign. When the storms of life arise, we will not be moved. You're the rock of ages, forever we'll trust in you. You've turned our young into dancing, sorrow into joy. Lift your hands, oh people, let's make a joyful noise. When the storms of life arise, we will not be moved. You're the rock of ages, forever we'll trust in you. You've turned our young into dancing, sorrow into joy. Lift your hands, oh people, let's make a joyful noise. Arise, shine, for your light has come. Arise, shine, for the battle's won. Every tribe, every tongue, we will sing as one. Hallelujah, Yahuwah to the Lamb, Yahuwah's risen sun. Hey, Yahuwah, Baba mi, Yahuwah, you are worthy of praise. Me, one we call up, yeah. With every breath, we'll lift your name. Forever, forever we proclaim.
Praise Yahuwah, praise Yahuwah in the sanctuary, praise Yahuwah in the firmament of his power, praise Yahuwah for his mighty acts, praise Yahuwah according to his excellent greatness, praise Yahuwah with the sound of the trumpets, praise Yahuwah with the psaltery and harp, praise Yahuwah with the timbrel and dance. Let everything that has breath praise Yahuwah. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Yahuwah. Mighty is Yahuwah, mighty is Yahuwah, mighty is Yahuwah, mighty is Yahuwah Most High. Lift your hands, let us sing, yeah. Mighty is Yahuwah, mighty is our YAHUAH, mighty is our YAHUAH, mighty is our YAHUAH Most High. With the blast of his nostril, he parted the sea. You are Yahuwah. With the word of his mouth, he calmed the storms. You are Yahuwah. You stretch forth your hands and the blind man sees. You are Yahuwah. With the word from your mouth, you raise the dead. You are Yahuwah. Amazing is your name, amazing is your name. Mighty is your name, oh Yahuwah. We praise you are Yahuwah. Lift your voice, come on, mighty is your name, almighty. We praise you are Yahuwah. He provides the supplier of our every need. You are Yahuwah. Raise the poor from the dust, set him upon the throne. You are Yahuwah. He is protector, deliverer, our salvation. Your banner over us is love. You are Yahuwah. Come on. Amazing is your name. Amazing is your name. Mighty is your name. Oh, Yahuwah. We praise, we praise, we praise. You are Yahuwah. Say, mighty is your name. Mighty is your name. Oh, Yahuwah. We praise, we praise. Lift your voice. Come on, mighty is your name. Mighty is your name. Oh, praise, we praise, we praise. You are Yahweh. Mighty is your name. Mighty is your name. Oh, mighty. We praise, we praise. Lift up your voice and praise him. Come on, praise him with stringed instruments and organs. Praise him upon the loud cymbals. Praise him upon the high sounding cymbals. Let everything that have breath praise Yahuwah. Praise Yahuwah. Lift up your voice, lift up your hearts, lift up your hands and praise the name of Yahuwah. For Yahuwah is strong and mighty, the strong and breasty one. Mighty is Yahuwah, mighty is Yahuwah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
There's nothing better. Ask and you will give. Seek and you will find. There's nothing better than the living God. There's nothing better than the living God. Ask and you will give. Seek and you will find. There's nothing better than the living God. There's nothing better.
Every righteous vessel shall have and live a healthy life. That was promised. He promised it by a promise.
Blow the trumpet in Zion. Sound the alarm. This is a war cry. Devil will say no to you over this generation. I shall let the army roll.
Scripture says, with their hearts they what? Serve me. But with their mouths they serve me.
Right. And
With their hearts they're far from me. Hello everybody. We're Mark and Kim. We're so glad you could join us
Yes.
today on today's program, THC. We thank you for taking this opportunity just to enjoy the presence of Yahuwah.
Yes.
And today we're going to continue to talk about what we left off on last time, which is in the book of Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 28. And then we said that we're going to talk about her, you know.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, if you're watching this program for the first time, we're talking about the 3 earth ages. In other words, there is and has been an earth age before the one that we're living in. We're living in the 2nd earth age today, and then there's a 3rd earth age that is coming. All this is documented in your father's letter, and he wrote it directly to you. And if you just pick it up and you read it, you'll be able to see it for yourself and be able to understand. And nobody can fool you. Satan can't fool you. No
Yes.
religious man can fool you. You'll know for yourself. And so today we're going to continue to talk about that. And I believe hopefully today we can end this particular subject. And then we're going to go on to the next one and continue to prepare ourselves for, you know, there are seasons that we have to pay attention to. And the season that we're coming into is the first fruit season. And then there's 3 other seasons after that. So we got 4 seasons that we want to pay attention to. And of course, one of those seasons you and I have the opportunity to get together with. I want to say hello to everybody from coast to coast. All those of you over there in Florida, hello, hello.
Yes.
And all of those of you that are here in between. So we're glad that you're here. Okay. Yeah.
Well, good morning, guys. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. I hope you got time to spend with the family and all that good stuff.
Excuse me.
It's just awesome as we continue to understand about the 3 earth ages and where we're headed and what is going on in this atmosphere that we're in right now. And it's just picturing and placing us exactly where we need to be. It's just like boom, boom. It's getting good, y'all. It's like watching a good Netflix show. You know, you just sit back and look at. I don't know if y'all ever watched one of my favorite Netflix. I got to tell y'all is it's called Blacklist. Man, that show had you all and always intense. You couldn't go to sleep because it was so good. This is where y'all got us at, the intensity of His goodness and how He brought you out and where He's bringing you into, and how you get to see what has already been written. There's nothing else that to be written. There's nothing else to do but sit and watch the hand of the Lord take place in this time right now. Right now, the hand of YAH, the hand of YAH moving right now in this atmosphere, and to understand that the 3 earth ages is the steps and the process of what we are going to be when that trump hits on the 7th trump. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. But as Mark is ready to go, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I saw about coming off the screen there. Yeah. I had to do something with my puppy. So anyway, yeah, welcome today. And again, remember the statement that with their mouths they serve Him. And this is what we're seeing today, that people will lock onto the name or they'll lock onto, Bible scriptures. And a lot of what I see today is exactly what our Father said would take place between the effects of the 1st earth age we're seeing in the 2nd earth age. All the rebellion, and I'm just going to say it like this, you see a lot of things that that because of the lack of knowledge about the 1st earth age, there's a reason why people respond the way they do to just every daily thing. It's because you don't know the 1st earth age. And then, so how can you even prepare yourself for what's coming? Because you're going to react and respond to everything else around you. And I mean, literally, you're going to respond to everything with a non-1st earth age mentality. And without that, everything you do, everything from your career, everything to you, just your entire life, is going to be based on that lack of knowledge, because you don't know what's coming. And if you knew what's coming, you would sit back and go, I don't have to worry about that. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. Oh, that's why they do this. Right. That's why they do that. And that's coming because of this. And you always will know. It's kind of like waiting for a good meal, or you can smell a bad meal. Oh, I ain't eating that. Before you participate, ain't no need for you to be worried about it.
Right. Exactly. It's just where we are at. I can't keep getting. It's just so good where we are at right now. Right now, where we at, you could see it. You could see where the next step is. You can literally see it.
Yep.
You could see it, and it is not that you don't know, as they want to say, the actual day, but you could see it's coming, and you could see it with the different clarity, not what you were taught in the past, but where you were at today. You see it different, and you see the atmosphere on how He's doing it, and it's just so magnificent that the hand of YAH is just the way it is. I can't describe it enough, and I can't express enough how good it is. He got to go again off the screen because, that's our last child. But to understand the first ice age, not ice age. I've been studying something else. The first earth age, and then the first earth age, then the second earth age, where we are literally are we sitting in actually the second Earth age.
Oh,
right
sorry
now.
about that, honey.
Yeah, I know.
That's distraction. Shit. It is
Yeah,
distraction.
yeah,
Okay.
he distracted
All
me.
right, so let me
Wait,
just.
I know.
okay.
I'm trying to say where we're at.
Second Earth age.
Yeah, we are literally sitting in.
Yeah,
The second Earth age.
Yeah, we're waiting for the.
We haven't hit the third, but we are sitting in the. I want to say the tail end of the second Earth age.
Yes, we are.
And this is the time that you just start taking your notes and just check marking, because that's all you got to do now. Like, oh,
Yep.
check.
It's unfolding right before our eyes.
Yeah.
We are, because of the way the countries are aligning, the 7 continents are aligning, and the 10 world leaders, all that is being aligned right now, today, right before you. And then people are assuming a whole bunch of other stuff. You can't assume anything from the news, because the news is not the Basora.
No.
Okay, the Basora is first. Okay, so it tells you that all these things are going to align up. Okay, and it's setting itself up more and more is the anti-Mashiach, which is in
atmosphere,
which is the atmosphere today. Okay, it is very relevant. It's very present. You can see the manipulation of it. You can see it globally. It's not just with one person or
right.
2 people.
It's global.
It's global. It's a global effect, because there's other countries that you cannot see on television that are experiencing it. There's other places, but that's supposed to happen. Okay, the abuse of murder, the abuse of children, the abuse of all that. It's normal. If you understand the first, second, and third, you're not shocked when it's happening.
Right.
But for those that are unaware, this will hit them harder. But those that know what is coming, it becomes a light. It becomes a beacon of like, wow, this is really happening. It's on time, and the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
No matter what, the best is yet to come.
Exactly. Because a lot of them got a bad taste of the Bible being, as they call it, the Bible being so twisted and wicked, taught that when you hear truth, you think it's the twisted and wicked.
Yeah.
So and that's the design of what Lucifer wants. So you don't know where you're at within.
And one of the things that I've noticed that religious does, every religion plays the fear game and the blame game and the guilt game. Fear, blame, and guilt. They play it really well. They say things to you to try to make you feel guilty. They say things to make you, to blame you. And they say things to try to make you fearful. And all it does is push you back into the grip of Lucifer. Because if everything that is coming at you, that's going to make you fearful, it's going to make you feel guilty, or it's going to make you feel bad, that is not the way our Father intended for us to find him. Look at the prodigal son. When he was out in the middle of nowhere, he had nobody talking to him, can't be fearful, no blame game, okay, no guilt game. What did he do? He came to himself without anybody's help. And he knew he was a son of Yah. He said, let me go back in here and get my spot, right? But religion, be it Christian, Catholic, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever it might be, right? They all use those strategies because those strategies come from their father, the devil. And that is the way that he locks everybody in, through hatred, through whatever it may be. And it all ties back to the love of money. I'm telling you, it ties all the way back to that, because that's the root to all of it. And when you understand the first earth age and the second earth age, you'll understand the third. But more importantly, in the first earth age, it's in Ezekiel 28, where it talks about how Lucifer, he built his empire on trading. In other words, on wealth. He built it, and this is why he holds on to it, so that he manipulates people through that government system that we see. The system of voting and sharing and my side and your side. And then you go out and get sucked up and cut up all up in it, And then when you're not and when you do that, you disconnect yourself from your Father already telling you this is going to already happen. This is already going to happen. What don't you keep? Why you keep going? If somebody told you if the frying pan's on, if you stick your hand on the frying pan, it's going to get burnt, and you sitting there trying to figure out, and you keep sticking your hand on it. Did he tell you if you touch the hot fire? Remember, Grandma used to say that grease gonna pop on you.
Yeah, pop on you.
And then you go in there and get popped on, and you want her to have some sympathy for you when it's popping all up in your face.
And Sherry told you how to protect yourself.
Sherry told you to protect yourself.
I tell you, I know. This is just amazing to me.
It's like all the warnings are already there in our Father's letter. So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think too, because of the religious atmosphere, and that's the key thing, it makes the word of Yah of no effect. And because it's the Basora is a literal thing. It's real. It's real. It's not just a bunch of stories, but it's the story.
That's good.
And it's the history of who YAHUAH is. And when you have a religious mindset or a religious atmosphere around you, it teaches you that it's not literal, that it's selective.
There's options.
Yeah, it's a selective of
There's interpretation.
Yes, and it's not. It's a literal understanding of what YAHUAH done and what he is going to do.
And he doesn't enforce it.
No, but it's a literal. It's literal. It's not. This is the only book on the planet, on this planet, that describes our planet. There's no other book that started but this book that describes our planet. So to get to a point and in place where you start nitpicking on what you want to receive out of the Basora is now you position yourself as if you are Lucifer himself, because Lucifer tried to pick and choose what he wanted.
That was that, and that's how he created the voting system.
Right.
That's how you ended up with. You have to understand the language of the earth is dictatorship. Okay, you remember all these little words here. They got nothing to do with. I don't see dictatorship in the word. Right. I don't see democracy in the word.
Right.
So I don't really care. I just know you taught that. I can relate to that. But at the end of the day, right? You either remember you like I'm gonna draw the line. You on this side or on that side. You can be on that side with all them other words.
Right.
But at the end of the day, let's draw this line. Right.
Like he said, Esau I hate and Jacob I love. Why is it that
you better stop?
Yeah. Why is it that we, being YAHUAH's children, are scared to position that same posture that he had?
So in other words, let me break this down. Let me break it on down. Esau I hate. Now let me help with this, because then you understand why. Because in the first earth age, Esau had a position in YAHUAH's family, and he had a birthright. And Lucifer, in the first earth age, offered him a position in his reign. And Esau was willing to sell his birthright in the first earth age. And for that, YAHUAH said, I hate him for that. Right? I hate him for that. So that's why he said Esau I hate. A lot of people don't know why that was, because that was the first earth age statement. Yeah. So Esau was willing to sell up his birthright to be a part of Lucifer's reign. What did he get out of that? Nothing. So this is why, when you see Esau, which is now Esau joins on to Lucifer, and then so now you got these Canaanites right?
Which all stem from the same
Same thing, same from that same branch, just different versions of them, but they're Canaanites.
Right.
And these Canaanite kids have come down here, and they have taken our Basora, right, and explain it to y'all's chosen, and y'all's chosen think they gotta believe. How did you get to the point where you was in the palace to now you gotta believe that your father's the king? It's the Canaanite that has to believe, but not the sons and daughters of Yah. They just need to wake up. They don't need to say a prayer.
That's right.
They don't need to confess this and confess that. That comes from the mentality of the seed of Cain.
That's right.
And you have to understand that's the crap that's out there being taught by the seed of Cain. Now, let me preface this. He said, whosoever will come. He said, if they would believe. You got to realize Yah is not talking to the sons of his own children. He's talking to those who need to believe.
That's right.
That's why we said last week, when I was 12, I didn't have to believe.
That's right.
I already knew I was.
That's right.
There was no step to believe. And who's going to validate whether I believe or not?
That's right.
So maybe the sons of Cain felt something
Right.
when they
Because they had no access.
because they had no access. So when they believed, they
right.
knew, wow, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But the sons of Yah, we just wake up. We come to ourselves.
We don't. We know who our Father is.
We didn't know our fathers is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, my daughter and my son didn't go, oh, I have to believe that that's my dad. They don't got to do that. So all this religious crap is all about, if you believe, and it's just so, it's because the majority of those that control the pulpits are the seed of Cain. And that have now, and I'm gonna give this to some of them that have actually came over and they believe in the word, but they're still straggling between their religion, right? And that's why it says, that's why you have to have, and this is why, if you understand first, second, and third earth age, that's why there has to be 1,000-year millennium. Because the seeds of Cain are teaching the sons of Yah the wrong message. And they're dying through that. They're going to heaven with JC in their mouth. And so now, during the 1,000-year millennium, they'll have the opportunity to know. So if there was no 1,000-year millennium, then everybody would perish. Because he said the whole world's going to be deceived. I mean, that's the whole world, y'all. And how is that? Because of identity theft. So that's why we started off saying today, with their mouths, they serve him, but their heart is far from them. And their heart's far from them because they have, the seed of Cain have taken away the assembly of YAHUAH. That's a whole nother subject. They don't want nobody to know that the sons of Yah are part of the assembly of YAHUAH. Because once you go down that pathway, you'll find out who they are. Right? So they took that away. Right? And so it's all about identity theft and to steal the identity. Lucifer, this is why, going back, I took this 5 minutes to steal the identity. What and why y'all said Esau I hate.
And Jacob I love.
Because Esau was willing to sell his identity.
Exactly.
That's what he was willing to do. And Lucifer was willing to take it. And Lucifer will take your identity if you don't know about your identity. He'll make you think that you have to believe for your identity. And that is once you wake up, you realize that was the most stupidest thing. That how could I stand in the building to try to believe that was my father when he was my father all along?
And it goes to that.
Yeah.
Because with their mouth they serve me, but their heart is far from me. So it's so again, to understand that this second earth age is setting up so good for that third Earth age.
This second Earth age is setting us up real pretty because
Yes.
when Lucifer arrives and does his little friendly walk throughout the planet, and he does his little manipulative walk, him and his worst, some of the worst angels, if you will be here, and they will be like scorpions. They'll spew poison, and the poison is just more identity lies. And to manipulate governments and leaders that are in authority at that time, and it's just going to be horrendous. But those that are the sons and daughters of Yah, Yah said in the word that because you have the knowledge, you're sealed. So nothing can touch you. So no matter what the earth is going through, it got nothing to do with you. He gonna show you what food to get. He gonna show you how to take care of your body. He gonna show you how to deal with certain stuff. I mean, you still gonna be, you still gonna be flowing. And even today, as crazy as it is, it's still gonna allow you to flow. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Oh yeah, as crazy it is, Yah's your provider. So even how they all freaking about the prices
Eggs
of stuff
and
and
all that
food and all
stuff.
that. But when you sit back, it doesn't matter what they do. Yah is your source. Only thing you need to do is when you need to know how to make proper adjustments. That's wisdom. Make proper adjustments on how to move into. That's what he said. Even though you're not of this world, you are in it. So you got to know how to run it and move in it. You got to know how to function in it. And he gave us Abraham. He gave us David. He gave us all our forefathers on seeing how they had to function through it. They showed you how Yeshua, how he had to function through it. So you have to function. Right. You just can't blend in. So we have learned to blend in. You don't blend in, you stand out. And you stand out meaning that you don't allow yourself to be consumed and by what is around you. So we have all those that have been before us that we have guidance to understand what to do. And we just got to get out of the fear. Excuse me, fear of doing and standing and positioning. Because a lot of us get scared because you don't want to rub the person the wrong way, or you don't want to, lose your job or whatever. And again, wisdom will tell you how to function if you train and listen to how to hear wisdom. It'll train you on how to move. And the beautiful thing about it is when you're moving and you're in your land of harvest, you have to know how to plant. He stuck you in the land of harvest. So in the land of harvest, all you gotta do is put seed and put that seed and put it in the ground, and it'll bring up fruit. We want him to put the seed in. We want him to water the seed. We want him to till the ground. We want Yahweh to do everything. Yahweh was like, look, you my child. Okay, let me tell you something here. Like you tell your children, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you this $5. When my kids were growing up, they got allowances. I'm gonna give you this $5. I'm gonna see how you work this $5. If you know how to make this $5 multiply, then you're gonna get $20. But we get in a position that we think that that he's gonna give us everything. But as a parent that loves, they don't give you everything because they know you can't handle everything. So it takes different stages, different ages, and different understanding and capacity of understanding to receive. So y'all, we're his children. So he know each one of his children and how they function. So you can't look at your brother over here that get to drive a car. Well, you don't got a license, so how you gonna drive his car? You gotta understand that there's stages in life and stages that you need to take to get to getting a car. It's for you to get to the next level. There's different stages that you gotta do, and that's just being a parent. Let him be your father and let him guide you through, so you don't come home with tickets. Mm-hmm. I just try to break it as plain because there might be teenagers out there that's trying to, borrow your sister's car. You ain't got no license to borrow the car. So I'm just telling you.
We had to just get here just to explain it.
Yeah.
because you guys, the time that we have with you is so short, and we haven't got into our Father's letter yet, but we see all this happening, and it's already been written, and it's for us to even know about it. So again, we're coming to the end of what we have been talking about, the three earth ages, and we'll have another subject matter coming into this Sunday. But again, we're coming up on the season of first fruits,
right?
And so there's the Pentecost, and then there's
There's 4 seasons.
Yeah, there's Pentecost.
There's three first fruits in one.
Day of YAHUAH. I mean,
I know. I know. I was sitting there like you said. Pentecost threw me completely off. The day of
Pentecost,
yeah.
and then
and the day of YAHUAH is when he brought us out and into, which is the
day of what we call Rosh Hashanah, but it's not Rosh Hashanah. It's his day.
It's his day. Yeah.
It's his
so
day.
there's three.
The Feast of Trumpets.
Yeah. There's three
Pentecost.
first fruits and then one.
Yeah.
His day.
Yeah. First fruits, which is in March, after March 20th.
First fruits.
Which is first fruits. Then you have the day of Pentecost, which is and then you have the Feast of Trumpets.
And then
because remember, the trumpet is around the time of YAHUAH, and then you have the day of YAHUAH. Okay, so all that, there's really just 4 seasons. That's why it says, there are these 4 seasons. But then,
and he describes it's summer, winter,
right?
they
shall not cease.
It will not cease.
Even as we continue, even in the millennium, there's still going to be a recognition of who YAHUAH was by his blood, okay, and his body.
Because remember, the ground is always fertile. It's him that bears it up. It brings it up.
Not man.
Not man. So you can put that seed in the ground and it probably won't do nothing.
It's up to YAHUAH to bring it up.
YAHUAH. But when you see the land flowing with milk and honey. Now listen to that word. A land that's flowing with milk and honey.
And then you destroy it. And you come out with chemicals. And who the heck does that? Why would you fly an airplane and put chemicals on the land? Who thinks like that?
Because
the seed of Cain.
Yeah. He's a thief. He's a liar
and a destroyer,
and a thief, and he
destroys. Why would you take a little baby and stick something inside the baby to destroy and sterilize them?
Right.
What? Who comes up with that?
Evilness.
Right.
It's evil.
It's so evil. Why would you take a shot, put in somebody, and tell them it's experimental, and then if they die, then their insurance won't even pay for it because they'll say, "Well, it's experimental. You shouldn't have took it. But if you don't take it, you lose your job." And then the government says, "Well, we can't back it. Oh, we can't." Who comes up with that? So that's all evil. And our system is evil like that. That system is evil that way.
They actually create stuff to make you sick instead of.
They create stuff to make you sick. They create stuff to make you broke. They create stuff to hurt your family. They create stuff to hurt your children. And they just hate.
But then there is Yah's children that are out there that have the wisdom and insight to give us stuff that will make us healthy and strong.
Yeah.
But the competitiveness of kill, steal, and destroy
is more louder
than life.
Yeah, it's more louder. So and so religion is louder than truth.
So now you got to go. You got to
have ears to hear. Because watch this. If you didn't have to, if it was loud, you could hear. I mean, no, I'm saying. If it's loud, you don't need ears to hear.
Right.
Because it's so noisy.
But when it's quiet.
Wherever it's quiet, you got to have ears to hear. Because it's a soft voice. It's a soft. It's soft. So it's not going to be in the massive crowds that you're going to find the truth. It's somewhere where you have to have ears to hear. And that's why you guys are listening, because your ears can hear the name YAHUAH. You can hear it, but the world can't. Religion can't. Christians can't. They can't hear the name YAHUAH. They're not excited to hear the word Yahusha. It's not in them. They can't feel it. But you guys can feel it. And so when you hear the name Yahusha, it does something to you. When you hear the name Yahusha, You can hear it. You can feel it. Because you woke up. You didn't have to believe. You knew. That's where we're at. So with that, let's get into
Jeremiah.
Wow, we just now starting.
Jeremiah 4. No, this is bringing us right to where Jeremiah 4. This is a perfect time to get right into Jeremiah 4.
We're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 4.
And this is what it reads.
Okay, let's go ahead. You read it.
And it reads.
Start off at verse
27?
25, if you will.
Okay, hold on. 25. It says, I looked and I saw there was no man, and all the birds of the Shahim had fled. I looked and I saw the garden land was a wilderness, and and the garden land was a wilderness, and all its cities were broken down at the presence of YAHUAH.
So this would happen. This is the first time. This was the catapult. This is what's being described. So this is going to repeat itself at the seventh trump. Okay, keep going.
And it says, broken down at the presence of YAHUAH by his burning displeasure. For thus said YAHUAH, all efforts shall be ruined, but I shall not make a complete end.
Okay, now pay attention to this, guys, because this is talking about the first earth age, the destruction of it. This had nothing to do with Noah. But this right here, the most important thing is at the very end. He says, I will not make a complete end of it. I'm not in. This is not how it ends yet. So he did it in the first earth age, not to destroy the earth. Okay? So that is a very, very important for us to understand. And this is why the evidence in our Father's letter teaches us that there was an earth age, or there was an age before the one that we're living in today. And he's saying right there that I have not made a full end of it. Okay? All right, let's continue to go. Now, verse 28.
And it states in verse 28, and on account of this, let the Afrits mourn, and the Shahamim above be dark, because I have spoken, because I have purposed, and I shall not relent, nor do I turn my back from it.
Okay, so what are we saying here? This is a recap of Genesis chapter 1, where it just became void. It was uninhabitable. This is very important. It was uninhabitable. And we can see that if we look in Psalms 104 as well. It was uninhabitable. Nobody could live there. After that first, he had to destroy it. But you got to realize that we were always in him. So he had to destroy that first earth age and then we were spiritual beings. And then he had to bring us all back through the womb in the second earth age to find out who would love him and who would love Lucifer without the memory of the first earth age. But he wrote about it to let us look in his letter that it did exist before you were born, and that you would have the unction to know. And this is why it says that a lot of times you don't need nobody to teach you. It talks about it in 1 John. But only the Ruach HaKodesh can teach you certain things. Why is that? It's because you already were there. And there's some things that you would just automatically get. Like, you'll wake up. The prodigal son is the most profound son that has been written about, that never said at one time he had to believe that his father was the king. Because he left the palace and he went out and ate with the pigs. You left the palace. I left the palace, went out with everybody out in the world and ate with the pigs, ate the slop, been around the world, ate the religion. Sit there and did everything that some man said he did, and he didn't know because the blind was leading the blind, right? We both end up in the ditch. And Yah had to use his grace and mercy for our stupidity because we didn't know we was following a dummy because we was a dummy.
Because we was a dummy.
We didn't know. Following that person. We didn't know. But one thing that the children of Yah have in them, sweetie, is they never stop seeking. The children of Yah, they never stop seeking. What Satan's kids do is they never stop manipulating. There's a difference. Because we have in us life, and life is constantly growing. Death stops. The death cycle.
That's it.
It just stops. But the life cycle keeps growing.
There's no ending.
Because it's impossible for the seed of Yah to die. It's impossible for the seed to die. When Yah's word goes in a person and they are filled with life, it will keep growing and keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. And nothing could stop it. So that's why Satan tries to fill you with lies, tries to fill you up with religion. So because all those lies never grow. They just become part of. He wants them to become part of your mentality. He wants them to become part of your structure. So that to the point that you always call on JC, you always call on God, you always say LORD, you always say stuff that give him the authority to block your insight. But that's over now. So in this verse right here, honey, that you just read,
28.
Verse 28.
At the end.
Yeah. And this is how it froze. It says, and read it again, verse 28 again.
Okay. It states in verse 28, it says, on account of this, let the arets mourn, and the shahamim above be dark, because I have spoken, because I have purposed, and shall not relent, nor do I turn back from it.
There you go. From what he did, he said, I did it, and I ain't turning back from what I did.
And I purposed it to do that.
I purposed to do that.
Yeah. I purposed to do it. Nobody, again, what I say? Nobody on this planet documented the way y'all documented it.
Yeah, right.
He made it clear. Look. I purposed it for it to be dark. I purposed for this to do certain things. I purposed it. Until I speak to make that change, it ain't gonna change. And I ain't gonna change.
I made it void.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the one that stuck all them buildings under the dirt.
I have the purpose.
Y'all need to take you need to take a thought. Who you think pushed all them houses and a mile underground?
More than a mile, some of them.
How about the ones out in the ocean, 3 miles down, whole city? Who you think put that down there?
Exactly.
I am the Most High. I'm the one that did that. And I purposed to do that. So that my children, when they see that, they go, oh, that's Dad's work. They see that. They go, oh, that's Dad's work. That's what they're looking at.
And the thing is, because it seems like they were hoping that he'll make that statement again that he made to Job, that he'll never destroy the area pretty much where he like, look, I'm not relenting back. That's what he said. It says, I shall not relent, nor do I turn back.
No, do not turn back from. That's
because they was hoping he'll make that same statement that he gave Job, that I will never do that. But no. You know what I'm saying? They're hoping that he would make that statement again, and he repeating himself. What I did it because I purposed it to do it, and I don't care what nobody say. I ain't changing it. Y'all gonna be looking at that 3 mile down in the ocean, land, property, whatever it is that you can't access, or where you might see some silver and gold blinging in there, and guess what? It's so deep you can't even get down there to get to it. You would explode in your little tubes.
You know what? I'm gonna show you. There's I know I don't want to jump out, but oh my goodness.
Tell me where you go.
I want to go to Isaiah 45 because Isaiah 45, and if you can go to Isaiah 45.
Okay.
You want me finding in the Basora for you?
No, I know. I just think you changed the name.
Isaiah 45. Go to 375.
No, don't go that way. Don't work that way.
Okay. Oh yes, right. There's a. It's Yahusha Yahuwah.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yasha.
Oh my goodness, I just saw it. Okay.
Yahu. Yasha Ayo.
No, that's all.
Yah.
Yeah, hold on.
Yasha Yahu.
I know. Don't make me start laughing at you. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I know.
Yasha Yahu. You know, all the names of, it has Yah's name in it. That's so beautiful.
Are you saying that right?
Yeah, Yasha Yahu.
I know.
You see it on page 375 on the Basora.
Yeah, but spell is H. It's not in here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It might not be. You're not saying it right because.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll tell you where it's at. Hold on, y'all. Just a second.
Hold on, y'all. Because if you don't know it in English, you ain't gonna find it.
Yahusha? It might have it. Is it?
Wait, am I on the wrong? Oh, never mind, y'all. That's why.
Yeah, it's right here.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's after.
Yeah, I see it. It's right.
That's after
It's
Malachim.
It's before Yerim.
Yeah, Yerim. Yeah,
Yarham.
Jeremy, whatever. Jeremiah. Jeremiah.
Yum.
Yum.
Y'all don't play as though. Okay, what'd you say? What?
I want you to go to.
What chapter? 45.
Yeah, go to 45.
Sorry, y'all. I was looking in the wrong one. Dang, 45. So, as Mark, you keep talking.
Huh?
Are you trying to find your thing?
No. So, okay, I'm looking for it myself. Okay, I got it right here, 45. Okay. Now, while you're going through those, let me do a recap, guys, because we never got to Proverbs, so we got to come back next week for this one. And to summarize, really the first and the second and third earth age. So for those of you that are watching for the first time, let me just summarize this in the next 5-10 minutes. And why is this subject so relevant and important for us today? Because if you don't know what took place during the first earth age, you're never going to know what's going to happen in the end. And you're going to be one of those Christians that are sending everybody to hell. Nobody's going to hell today. It's impossible because you have the first person that gets judged is Lucifer, the son of perdition. Paul already talked about this. It's in your father's letter. But remember, the three tactics that all religions have, very similar, is obviously, here's their tactics, and they do it. I'm going to write these down because I want to show you something here. Hold on just a second. I want to show you the three tactics of religion, and they all have it. Okay, so it's fear, what else is there? Blame and guilt. And they do this for one thing, false humility. Okay? They promote fear, they promote blame, and they promote guilt. And they do that out of false humility, which is a pride. Okay? Because remember, why is this so important? Because Satan has this same direction. Because once pride is there, then iniquity can be built upon. So you can build on pride. Pride this, prideful. And you see a lot of pride in all religions. You see pride in any religion, from Hinduism, especially Christianity, a lot of pride. Because pride builds, pride builds momentum. And there's going to be more people in the earth realm more prideful than anything right before he returns. So if you understand all three ages, then you understand the need and the purpose of the 1,000-year millennium, which is to teach the people that can never learn from the dummies that are teaching. Okay? Really, and that's pretty much it. Because if someone has a real pure heart, they're innocent. Okay? Innocent. And they actually go to a building every Sunday innocent. Okay? And they're trying to learn from this person that's making these claims. They're very innocent. And they pass away. They go to sleep. Okay? They're going to wake up in their second body, recognizing that there is a Yahusha. Okay? But they still got to learn. Well, they don't get a chance to learn until the 1,000-year millennium. There are people that live in other countries that's never heard the name JC or never heard the name Yahuwah. But they lived on this earth, okay? They had a sense of life, but they died. So in Christianity, because they never heard JC, they go to devil. They perish. Christians love putting Chinese people in hell all the time because they worship Buddha. That's the mentality of Christianity. Every Chinese person, just about, is a Buddha worshiper. Every India person is a Hinduism. It's the mentality of America. They love putting people in a category that they're not like. They're not like me. Okay. And they love putting certain cultures. Oh, those guys are Muslims. So every time they see a guy that is from Saudi Arabia, that's just got to be a Muslim. Impossible to be a Christian, just about, but it's a Muslim, most likely a Muslim. Okay, because they like doing that because that's the fear, the blame, and the guilt mentality. Okay, and they think that everybody in America is the only way that to the Father. But yet they open up a book called the Bible. They follow a wicked man who was behind, a wicked man. They wrote a book on demonology, gay lifestyles, all that. But that's their source of truth. And because Lucifer is good at hiding truth behind a lie, they've never discovered that because everybody that's telling you this is the truth, most of them are from the seed of Cain. That's why you have the different versions of all the Bibles. Their Canaanites control that. Okay, Canaanites control that. That's who's controlling it. All that, all those Bible makers. And then you notice that famous preachers put their name on Bibles now. It's just same. It's the same thing, just a different level, different year. And if you don't understand the first, second, and third Earth age, then it's almost impossible for you to understand that you have two bodies. And the first body you have, that first body is going to end up in the present. That first body is going, if you here for another 100 years, which we're not going to be in this physical body, but if we were, that physical body is going to go into the dirt. Okay? But it's just the body's going to go to sleep. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. The second body, okay, is now going to have the total recall of the first Earth age and can see what's going to happen in the future. But y'all's going to wait until Satan comes and does his thing for 5 months. Then he's going to show up on the 7th trump. We are right at the 5th now. He's going to show up at the 7th trump. When he shows up at the 7th trump, he will establish his own reign. There is not going to be no other authority. Ain't going to be no presidents. Ain't going to be none of that because that's going to burn up the rudiments of the world and we're going to enter into another dimension so our second body can live there and we can dwell with Yah. Mm-hmm. Okay? Our physical body cannot be in his presence. It's just not going to work. That's why it says no man can see Yah and live because we're in a different dimension. Right? And so now, when we enter into that second dimension at the 7th trump, there is not a judgment then. There's learning for 1,000 years. Who needs to learn? All of those that never had the opportunity to reject Yahusha. Not Jesus. Yahusha. That is the time where every single soul that was ever created will have the opportunity to reject Yahusha. Today, rejecting Jesus is not going to send you to hell because that is not his name. Mm-hmm. That is there should be never a controversy about who he is. So he takes it away during the 1,000-year millennium. Period. Ain't nobody going to be saying Jesus. Trust me. Ain't nobody. Lucifer's going to be locked up for a season so that he cannot influence anybody. And if you had just a little common sense, why is that necessary? It's so that people can learn who Yahusha is and the way that our King is. And still, at that time, many will pick Lucifer after he's released for a season. And when that happens, that's okay. Then, after that 1,000-year, right? Then there's judgment. So how does this happen with Christianity? Christianity is like this. People die today, they go to hell, they burn it. And I guess during the 1,000-year millennium, they're going to stop burning and reburn later. I mean, I don't know. You know, I guess there's a pause of burning, and then they got to get burned again after the books are open up, because the books, they're so confused. The books don't open until after the 1,000-year millennium, and then the great white throne judgment. And the first person that gets judged is Lucifer. That's why he's called the son of perdition, the first that will perish. And everybody that reject Yahuwah during that 1,000-year millennium will experience the second death. The second death you cannot come back from. Okay? That's when you perish. You're not going to be boiling like barbecue meat, like everybody thinks, off in eternity, somewhere in a corner, you sitting there simmering like pig meat on some stickle. What do you call things?
Oh, roaster.
Roaster. Yeah, like Christians make it seem like you're going to be over there forever, because they don't understand the word forever. It means permanent. It means you'll be blotted out. It means that you will no longer exist forever. This is like, it's no turning back. It's forever. But Yahuwah is going to give everybody an opportunity to do one thing. And do you know what that one thing is that will send you completely to a perishing? He's going to give you the opportunity to reject Yahusha, not Jesus. He's going to give you opportunity to look Yahusha in the face and say, I don't love you. I love Lucifer. And that is the only thing that will cause you to perish. Because his body on Calvary took care of everything. Took care of all the physical stuff. You know, again, like all the other religions do, they try to get you to have fear, blame, and guilt for your physical body. But Yahusha is not interested in your physical body. I already dealt with that.
A false humility, yeah.
Okay? But he already dealt with that. But every religion, that's why the guy be whipping his back. What's his name? They whip their back and make it bleed.
They do that.
Yeah.
It's a prayer thing.
And then they stick stuff through their jaws, torture themselves. And y'all Christians are torturing yourself with all kinds of stuff, as if what you do to your body is righteous. And I got nothing. And Satan is just laughing, because remember, you got to remember why he said, going back to you, why he said Esau hate. Because he was willing to give up his identity. And that is what caused y'all to hate him. That's how important this identity is. And that's why identity theft is Satan's number one tool. It's everything. If he can steal your identity, he can take your story from you. And the story of the first earth age, second, and the third, if we know what happened in the first, we can know what's going to happen in the second. And right now, all we're waiting for is the sixth trump. The sixth trump, when it shows up, Lucifer's going to show up in the natural. Your physical body will not change. You'll still be in your physical body. You'll still deal with the same junk. Okay? And that's how you know. When they say he's over there, believe it not. When they tell you he's at the convention center, don't even go. Because there'll be two in the field, one taken. That means that one was nosy, one to go and show up. The other one's not going to be taken because they're like, I already know who that is. I don't have nothing to do. I got nothing to do with that. Then at the seventh trump, we're all going to go from this physical realm into another dimension. And we're in that dimension. We're going to have total recall for 1,000 years. We're going to know, absolutely know. That is Yahusha. Okay? There ain't going to be no Bank of America. Ain't going to be no United States government. Ain't going to be this president, that president. All that ain't going to matter. Okay? All the rudiments of the world going to burn up. Then after that 1,000-year millennium, then Yah is going to set it up. And then he'll make everybody that chose Lucifer, because they have to willingly choose him. That's what that free will is for. That you have the ability to choose who you will serve. Do you love Yahusha or do you love Satan? That is the judgment. There is no second. There is no two judgments. And everybody said like the only judgment is, do you love Yahusha or do you love Satan? That's it. That is the only thing he's gonna judge you on. But according to Christianity, being a Muslim, being all that, no, he's gonna judge you on all these other stuff. It got nothing to do with his name. He's gonna judge you on all these other things you're doing. But it got nothing to do with his name. It got nothing to do with him. No, he don't care about all them other things. He want to know, do you love me or do you love this joker over here? Who do you love? And that's what you got to decide. You don't have to decide anything else. Do you love me? Do you love him? And that 1,000-year millennium, that's what that's all about. And to learn all of that, because there's people that passed away in the 1800s, 1900s. There's people that passed away, did not know the name. And there's people that never knew the name. And he will get everybody the opportunity to reject him. And that's the only sin that will cause you to perish. That's the one. And that's it. And then after that, your name will be blotted out. And y'all are so good, baby, that those that get blotted out don't even get to see the new Jerusalem coming out of heaven.
That's right.
Because he gonna preserve that for our eyes only. They don't even get to look at it. And then he gonna blot it out of his mind that they never existed. And we're gonna live throughout eternity eating some good fish.
Holy Mark Thomas. Think about some fish. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be eating though. Some fish, some good fruit.
Now, I said that so while you was doing all that, what did you get out of that I just said?
Everything you just said?
Yeah.
You said a lot. I got what are you? I'm gonna sum it up in 2 words.
What?
I'm his child. Oh, that's 3. And I ain't got to experience none of that making a choice, because my choice has already been made today.
Again, if you wake up,
yeah, I don't want.
I don't understand how how can I look? I'll just go back to my own kids or my own mom. How can you look at your parent and go, that ain't my daddy? But we can see that with Cain. Yahuwah was looking at him. It says, hey, you can change even though sin's at your door. And he just turned off and walked away.
Right.
He just turned away and walked away. Didn't say nothing to his mama or his daddy. Turned and walked away. But the prodigal son had the same opportunity. He's out there in the swamp. He came to himself. Said, wait a minute. Let me go back up in here. And notice the other boy hated him for that. And that's what Lucifer does. He hates those who wake up. I'm woke. You woke right now. Somebody shout, I'm woke up. I woke up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, he's so simple. Y'all, he doesn't even make it complicated. It's not even a complicated thing. It's just, that's what I'm like, I don't know. I just don't, my patient level with people, I don't have it. Because it's like, why I'm going to sit up here and convince and argue you down? And you choose, that's your choice. You choose it. And that's it. Walk in it. And at the end of the day, I'm not even mad at you. We'll see at the end. That's all we got to. There's no need of arguing with nobody. You'll see them we'll know at the end of the day. We'll see you at the 7th trump.
On the 7th trump.
Yeah.
On that day, it says there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You know why? Because they will finally realize they were serving Satan the whole time. When he's here that 5 months, they're going to be lifting his tail up. Woo, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, that's my Savior. And he's going to be eating it up. And then when the 7th trump hit, they're going to look at the devil And they're going to look at Yahusha, and they're going to realize they were serving the devil, and you had already told them about that.
And I wonder, this is just my wondering, how many already know they're serving the devil? Because I'm still on that.
A lot of the Cedar King knows.
I know, but I'm saying a lot of them know. I'm saying we think it's going to be whole masses that are going to be shot. I don't think it's going to be a lot that's going to be shot.
There's going to be some.
No, I said we thinking masses are going to be. Oh, how can I?
No, but a lot of them want to.
A lot of them want to, because
you got to get rid of it. There's nobody. There is not going to be like one person going, oh, I'm shocked. Okay, just like we serve Yahuwah, there's some over there serving him. Mm-hmm. And there's more serving him than there is serving Yahuwah, because he said, brought us away. Mm-hmm. Right? And it is. What people don't realize is that Lucifer hunts for souls. Mm-hmm. Why is he hunting? Mm-hmm. Why is he soul winning, like they say?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because he did it in the first earth age. He went after y'all's children. Why did y'all didn't have to go after his children. He created them.
Right.
All they had to do was just beat him. Mm-hmm. But Lucifer don't have kids like that. Mm-hmm. So he has to go hunt to add to his, he collects them.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy to collect them too, because again, you had Cain himself just right before y'all. I want you. And then Cain did what he did to Abel. So he was already like that. And then you go and he start producing. You remember, he been producing for 200 years before even Adam and Eve started again, or the 120 years. You remember
it was over 100 years.
Yeah, it was over 100 years. That before, because remember.
Well, you had the sixth earth age. Six-day creation.
But I want them to understand, because
you had 2,000 years, and then from Adam and to them about 150 years.
What I'm saying is, Cain had over 100 years
of making kids,
of making boys and girls that had his spirit before Adam and Eve started all over again. They didn't even have no children on the planet.
He was Adam like, I forget. I
so in our mind, we got to understand that they were multiplying before Adam's children could even grow up. So imagine there's more of them that's going to get burnt and consumed than what we think is going to be shocking all. Like, I can't believe I was serving that. It's going to be less of them that are like that's shocking all than it is more that's going to get consumed.
Mm-hmm. And
I want them to understand that,
because where the Christians get confused at is in the scripture. It says that I saw a number that no man can see. Mm-hmm. But what happens is that number is because they were all murdered.
Right.
A lot of those people were murdered. That's to tell you how many murderers, how many Satan murders so many people to this day, murdering children, murdering them in Africa, giving them shots, to killing a lot of people. They're murdering a lot of people worldwide. It's just you can't see it. Mm-hmm. But it's been going on since the day of creation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what the problem was with when Job was dealing with what he was doing. He was dealing with them Canaanite kids. Now, Canaanite kids, because you got to remember, Cain was before Job.
Cain is notorious for murder, and he's notorious for stealing.
I want to say Cain was before Job.
Cain was before Job.
So Job had 200 and something.
Cain was the one behind the Bible, even though he took the truth, because you can't get judged without the truth, so you got to let the truth in there.
Right.
It's just he put a twist on it.
So in reality, when the 40 days and 40 nights, Yahweh was really killing some of them Canaanites because of their mind. They were so wicked. He's like, God, don't.
He was killing off the Canaanites. and because the Canaanites and the fallen angels mixed together. That's the worst combination. Yeah. So you already got Cain's kids. Now you got a fallen angel mixed with, oh man. Yeah. And they turn into giants. Oh, that's horrible.
He said, I can't even kill them. I got to drown them.
I got to drown these jokers, man.
I gotta drown them. The ones that are pregnant, I want to drown them too.
Babies included.
Babies included. Because
that's how evil they were.
That's how evil they were.
And then he took those angels and he locked them up today. And then those angels, angelic, they're locked up. They're men. Mm-hmm. Okay, nice looking men, by the way. Mm-hmm. And they'll be let loose. There's 7,000 of them. Mm-hmm. They'll be let loose at the sixth trump. And they're going to go all over the world and seduce men and women. Okay? And Lucifer is going to be right there leading the pack. He's going to be leading the pack. But his hits are going to be large congregations and anything that's got to do with politics and religion. That is the areas he's going to look to, and he's going to get people to worship him as Jesus, and he's going to convince them that he's a part of all their religions. That's his job, whatever that may be. Yeah. But y'all's kids are going to know him right on the spot, and he going to avoid you. Mm-hmm. He gonna avoid y'all's kids, and there'll be some of them he will not avoid, because it says that he will, and this is gonna probably happen back here. They're gonna call you up for a word, and it says let the Ruach speak through you. Okay.
And you want to go into Isaiah 45:18? Yeah,
let's go there real quick before we got to get off here, you guys. I hope you guys are grabbing something today. But again, we're talking about the 3 earth ages. We're at the very end of the subject. If you don't understand the first and second and third earth ages, or 3 earth ages, especially the first one, you're not going to know what's going to happen in the end, and you're just going to be guessing. So So while us going through the scripture, you can see that.
Yeah, that's why now you understand about Esau. Esau commingled with Cain kids. That's because he didn't marry into his.
Well, yeah, he didn't.
No, I'm just saying. So that's how that mindset.
Yeah, but because in heaven he was already going. Yeah. He teamed up with Lucifer, sell his birthrights. And y'all said, "I hate him." No. And then here in the earth realm, he was even worse.
That's why he had a caveman. I call it a caveman mindset. Out there, running around doing all that. And got mad at Jacob because he knew his rights.
Yeah, got mad at Jacob because Jacob knows. And that happens all the time. When you know your rights, they want to throw you in jail. When you know your rights, when you know who you are, and then they try to circle us around all this stuff that they have. Satan has done to the earth. You can't even. It would take you years to just describe what this guy has done.
Right. Because y'all said to Job, I will not do that again, because in the process of doing that, it affected some of his children being perished. So he would never do that again. So when it comes,
that's why that 1,000-year millennium is set up. Because if y'all just went off of good and bad, and there's a lot of people that died and made bad decisions because they just did not know.
They didn't know, right?
But Christians throw everybody in hell.
Yeah, everybody.
You don't know Jesus, you're going to hell. Okay, that is a lie from the pit of hell. Straight out. Because there are millions of people that never knew.
That's right. And
why is that 1,000-year millennium there? It's for that.
Why? I'm not even going to say 1,000 millennium. I'm going to say why that one day. Because I think that's registered better.
Well, yeah, because we're going to be in our spiritual bodies.
No, I'm just saying.
And it's going to be one day we won't even notice it.
Oh, you got that one day.
You got that one day to get it right.
Get it right.
And after that one day, we're going to get rid of Satan because we tired looking at him.
Because I don't want nobody to think in their mind. I don't want to leave no impression in their mind that you got
it's 1,000 Earth Day. No, it's not.
No, Earth Day.
It ain't like that. No, that 1,000 years, you ain't going to feel it.
It's going to be like 24 hours already.
Yeah, it's like, we started this morning. And by that nighttime, he getting rid of everybody.
Yeah, before midnight. Yeah.
Everybody, bye-bye.
Bye. Because we ain't going in our new day.
We ain't going into our new day with y'all.
We don't even look at y'all.
We don't even look at y'all the next day.
So you got till midnight.
No, you got till midnight to get it right.
12 to 12.
12 to 12. That's it.
That's the 12 o'clock. 12-hour clock.
Yeah, you have to get this 24 hours right. Because after that, it is done. I'm doing one day.
That's right.
One day he gonna get rid of all of them, and we gonna never remember him. So it don't matter, you know.
He give you 2 12s to work with. You got 12 noon, and you got by 12 midnight. You better. So when 12 hit, he gonna hit that 24-hour clock. So you got an opportunity at 12 noon to make that decision, and you got 12 a.m. before. You gonna got 2 times in one day.
I love understanding about the 3 earth ages because for me. It's so pleasantful that we had relatives. I had friends. I even know friends that had died at 11 and 12 when I was in elementary, and they don't even. There's no way that we serve a righteous Yah. I didn't know about the name of Yahuwah in my teenager. I had friends that got in car accidents that died, but according to Christian teachings. They perished because they did not know the name, a fake name of our Savior. And that is horrible. It's horrible.
So, as with that being said, let's go into Isaiah 45.
Let's go to Isaiah 45.
18.
Okay.
Bottom right, it says, "For thus saith YAHUAH, creator of the Shahamim. He is Elohim, former of the frats, and its maker." Ooh, I love the way it says it. Its maker. He established it. He did not create it to be empty. He formed it to be inhabited. I am YAHUAH, and there is none else.
Say it again.
I am YAHUAH, and there is none else. Ain't that beautiful?
None. So all the images that Christianity teaches, he said, I'm YAHUAH. There's none else.
There's none else. I don't know where you getting. Where is it?
I don't know where you're getting these additives, these other names and everything. Because you got to understand, YAHUAH is Yahusha when it's all said and done.
Right.
It's hard for people to believe that. But what do you think it meant when he said Emmanuel? Yah with us, right? Because the Father and him are one. And so it's very important to understand that Christianity, its root basis of believing comes from the Trinity, which is Hinduism. That's why King James put it in there, to give them three gods to worship. That's a whole nother story. I think we need to read that one again.
Okay.
And wait, first of all, let's paraphrase why we're reading Isaiah 45, because we just got to coming out of Jeremiah chapter 4:28, where he talks about how the earth will mourn, and because he spoke it and he purposed it, but he's not going to repent nor turn back from what he did, from making the earth void. Okay, but the earth was void, meaning that after what Lucifer did, he
wiped out
he
that
just
whole
wiped it
side
out.
of the planet.
Yeah, it was inhabitable.
He just wiped it out
But notice how he says this.
and left documentation.
It left documentation. When he wiped it out, he left evidence that it was
And
there.
people, even when they go digging and stuff, they say, well, "What the heck?"
How the heck how can this be?
Or they find big heads.
They go, how did this be here? A foot or jewelry or gold, like images, like airplanes. Like I find everything.
It froze in time.
Locked it in time.
It just locked it right
He's
in
like,
time.
boom. And then you see airplanes, like toy airplanes. I seen a toy airplane was like 1 million years old.
Oh, well, whatever. Shit,
whatever. It was like, look like an airplane. And you see images, you see all kinds of flowers, hundreds of thousands of years old. First Earth Age stuff. Yeah.
He just froze it in time.
Just froze it.
Because one thing you won't see is him getting rid of his story.
No, he won't let there be. He won't let there be 100 million years and you can't find no evidence.
No. There's always gonna be evidence.
Because Cain would have said, would it really did a number if we can find some stuff, or didn't find anything. But all they did is soil testing, because he knew they would get to the soil testing, because Cain's kids are always out there searching for something.
They'll run around like wild men.
They trying to go out. They trying to go to the firmament. They trying to go underneath the water. They always trying to find their existence.
Because they just don't want to believe that Lucifer's their daddy.
Yeah, they want to believe that. And the sons of YAHUAH is sitting back like this. Like, we don't have to know that there's something out there bigger.
There's only one.
There's only one.
That I am.
I am that I am. So let's go at this again. Let's look at this again. Okay. Check this out, y'all.
And it says, "For thus said YAHUAH, creator of the Shahamim."
Wait, let's just stop there. For thus say who?
YAHUAH.
YAHUAH. Okay, so this ain't no disciples talking.
The creator.
Shama.
Singular now.
Yeah, the creator
of the Shahamim.
Of the Shahamim. Okay.
He is Elohim.
He is who?
Elohim.
Elohim. He is the creator. So watch this. Because when he said, "Thus saith YAHUAH, creator of the universe, who is Elohim," he's saying it twice. No, because Elohim means creator.
And it sounds like he's saying when they say Elohim, it really sounds like I am him.
I am the creator. Okay, this ain't no disciple talking. This is me.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am him.
I am him.
That's what he's saying.
So people, watch this. So this is where we have to get rid of these fake prophets.
Yeah, right.
Because you got to realize Isaiah was scared not to say that. Isaiah, but see, Isaiah, if you remember his name, remember Isaiah's name is Yahusha YAHUAH, meaning that Isaiah is made as a voice for Yahuwah. Not these people running around today.
Nobody running around today.
Okay? Yah has never made another this guy.
Yeah.
Okay? He doesn't even know how to be an American. This guy is the voice of Yah.
Yeah.
And when he's writing, he ain't thinking about his popularity.
Ain't thinking about nobody's feelings.
He ain't thinking about no posts. He ain't thinking about what clothes he got on. He ain't thinking about money. He ain't thinking about nothing. He heard and he wrote.
Mm-hmm. He didn't ad-lib.
He didn't ad-lib. He didn't interpret.
He didn't interpret.
He didn't do any of that. Go ahead. Keep on going.
Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry about that.
He didn't do any of that. So go ahead.
So let's keep going. And then it says, he says, he is Elohim, former of the Ephrates and its maker. The former of the Ephrates. So there was a
former, referring to the first earth age,
Right.
the former earth, former,
the former earth, and its maker.
And its maker.
Okay, so let's open up the its because
the former earth.
there's the former earth.
Then I create that too.
Yeah, I created that too. And its maker.
And I'm its maker.
So whatever was in that, I made that too.
I made that too. The former one.
The former.
The former one, y'all. Okay, referring to the first earth age.
Yes.
Okay, there's a former earth.
Yes. That's what it says. A former earth.
Okay, the former Aretz.
Yeah, Aretz, which means earth.
Earth.
And its maker.
And its maker.
Now let's keep going.
Let's look at it.
And it says, he established it. He did not create it to be empty.
He established it. He established it, and he did not create it to be empty. So when you read Genesis 1, it said it was void. It wasn't designed like that.
No.
That's what he's saying.
And
I don't get why Christians think the earth is 6,000 years old. what they reading? So these you understand something?
What they
I
reading?
know for sure they're learning from the seed of Cain. Because the seed of Cain can only be the seed of Cain can continue to prolong scriptures the way they do without knowledge. You know, because the seed of Yah, once he starts something, he will grow out of it. He will learn it. He'll learn it. You know, let's go back in there again.
Okay. It says, he established it. He did not create it to be empty. He formed it to be inhabited.
He formed it to be inhabited. Okay.
I am Yahuwah.
And he stopped right there. Ooh, I am who?
Yahuwah.
Yahuwah. Okay.
And there is none else. Look, there was no other adjectives put in there.
None else.
None else.
So the Christians, why did King James hate that part? Why did he hate that?
That I am.
Why did he hate the fact that Yahuwah said I am that I am?
Yeah.
And why did King James put God?
Yeah.
Because Lucifer wanted his name there.
Right.
Because Lucifer
wanted wherever he thought there was power at.
Yeah, he wanted, and so
that's
he,
so he
so
wanted
he
to
got
be where
he
there was
got
no
his
power.
kid, King James, his dumb tail, or like they say, jackass. He got him to switch out Yahuwah's name and put it there, and all Christians now believe in that
because he was a devil worshiper.
Yeah.
So that's when you know he's
a devil worshiper. Yeah,
because
he worshipped. How do you start off worshiping the devil?
Right.
He was a devil worshiper. He was intrigued about demonology
because he was looking for his daddy.
He looking for his daddy. He was in search, and he went to demonology, and he got drawn in to where his spirit connects to.
Yeah. He found his father.
He found his father. And then after his father knew that he mastered demonology, he says,
okay,
why don't you write this Bible now, boy?
I write this. We write this.
You're going to write this Bible.
Because I need this history to be floating for me.
I need you to write all the truth about it, but switch the names.
Yeah, put me there.
Put me there.
Be sneaky with it.
Be sneaky with it.
Be real sneaky.
I need you to make sure that they worshiping me.
Yeah. Don't let them know that it's me, though.
Don't let them know it's me.
So go do your duty.
Go do your duty. And that dude got going. And that's what he did.
Oh.
And then it says right there, listen to this, guys. There is none else. I mean, it would seem like you would be scared to replace that name.
Mm-hmm.
But King James didn't. And most of your popular preachers today will not say that. And you know why? Because of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the root is at.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know there is not going to be millions and millions of people following Yahuwah. That's why he said, broad is the way that leads to destruction, but few find the truth, the narrow path. Because narrow means narrow money.
Or at least you think that.
At least you think that.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it to
No,
the
I know.
women.
Yeah.
They think that.
Right. But narrow, you mean wide.
That means the
Yeah,
pure stuff.
Yeah, narrow mean it's deep.
The deep.
You go deep.
Yep. Narrow means abundance that has not been tainted.
Yes. Still waters run deep.
So waters run deep. Okay, y'all.
Okay, y'all.
We hope you guys got something out of today.
Yeah,
It's been an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's been now.
We will finish off in the book of Proverbs, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna be in the book of Proverbs, chapter.
Let me write it down, y'all, because
Okay,
we every time we say we get so excited about talking about the
Yeah,
goodness.
did you guys get anything out of this today?
Proverbs
I hope that you
8.
did. Proverbs chapter 8. We're
We're
go
gonna
into.
start next Sunday on Proverbs 8. Okay, and
We
we did
have
not
to-
get to the. Did we get to? We didn't even get to her.
We didn't get to her.
Yeah, we didn't even get to her.
But we are going to, and we're gonna.
So we got to put that note down too. Get to her.
We're gonna finish the first, the 3 earth ages. Okay, finish 3 earth ages this week coming in. Okay, and it is my heart the desire that you guys grab something out of that today. And as always, you guys can go to your giving and receiving on your own. Today was focused on that, on everything that you learned today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read some guys' comments. Do you see any comments that we need to read?
I have to go.
Did you guys make statements? Tell us what you learned. If something popped out at you today, what was it, so that somebody else could see it?
Okay, we do got one.
Okay.
It's a question.
Okay.
Here it is. It says, Jeremiah 27:28. This was the first earth age, right?
Yes. Jeremiah, verse 27 and 28. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yes.
he said. Yes, it said 27:28.
Yes. Jeremiah, verse 27 and 28. Mostly, actually, Jeremiah chapter 4 in general is all about the first earth age, Valerie, and how it happened during that time. And in verse 27, where he says that he's not going to end it that way. That means there's another coming. And but yeah, and then he says in verse 28 how the earth mourned because he had purpose for that, and he will not turn back from it. In other words, he won't repent from that, from what he did, because if he would have changed his mind, then you and I would never exist, because everything he did in that first earth age, he did it for us. That's why it gives us a big clue when he says the last will be first and the first will be last, and vice versa. So I'm excited about that.
This is what Dr. Rosa said. She says, what I got out of this is Yahweh is so gracious and fair. He's giving everyone the opportunity to come back home with him.
Oh, man. You couldn't say that more better, because that is true. Because he is so gracious and he's so fair, he's so righteous that, man, they're so wicked. They act like there's a cutoff date, and everybody's going to go to hell. And Christianity is like, oh, you don't get caught in rapture, you're going to get tormented. You know, it's just so wicked. He doesn't even talk like that. And but everybody's going to have the opportunity from the, because everybody in America thinks that everybody should be Americans. And it's just like we gotta think like them. And there's people in countries and jungles. Imagine all the people that have been spread abroad, and there's not even technology there, and they die. Well, according to Christians, they go to hell. The billions of people that have died without a Bible.
America think they are Yahweh. They are not.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
because they're constantly judging everybody.
Yeah.
And they judge everybody, and it's sad that it's sad, but it's not sad because Yahuwah already knew that they was going to do something stupid like that, and so that's why he got a 1,000-year plan, a one-day plan, and his one-day plan is better than any believer. Yes.
And another thing, Dr. Rosetta said, she says, another thing I learned today is Esau did the exact same thing in the first earth age. That's unbelievable. This idiot never learned.
Yeah. Dr. Rosetta, your statements are just so powerful because it helps us. Thank you. Thank you. Because it helps us. And in those of you, these are the kind of questions that we all are thinking. So Esau in the first earth age was willing to sell his birthright. Because remember, Lucifer was created, even though he was created, he's still a son. Okay? But here he goes off in the first earth age, and he tries to recruit everybody. And Esau was willing to sell his birthright in the first earth age.
Yeah, and then they condition us not to hate. You know why they did that? Because then you could peg them. They don't want you to peg them.
They don't want you to peg them.
Yeah,
they don't want.
Yeah, so they don't want you to hate because hate.
They don't want. They don't want you to hate Satan.
Yeah, don't hate.
Don't hate him.
And I hate him.
I hate him.
I don't care what anybody say. I hate. I do as my father do. He said, I hate. And I hate. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Because I can't submit to something.
I hate that joke. I can't stand him. I'm telling you, I got nothing nice to say.
Nothing nice to say. And when that day comes, it's going to be a glorious day, man. I'm going to have me some.
It's just I gotta make sure that Joker, you better stay over there in Israel.
Yeah, it's going to be a communion day.
It's going to be communion day, and
it's going to be a feast of it's going to be beautiful. We get to celebrate that it's done.
I can't wait. The thought we're actually in reality, there's a couple of days I'm excited about. Okay, I'm actually excited about the sixth trump.
No, I am too. That's what I said.
Because that's now the nigga. Oh, God, he ain't hiding. He ain't hiding. I can see him. You know what I
mean? Exactly.
Now he can't hide. He can't. Right.
Oh, I'm so weak right now. He can't.
But he can't hide.
The sixth trump.
It's literally, it's boom. He's here. I'm like, oh, okay. There you go. Now okay.
Because now you only got 5 months.
You got 5 months. So we roughly about that 5 months start ticking. But we don't know exactly because he might show up and wait like a month before he reveals himself.
Well,
but whatever it is,
he can't do too much on his own. Meaning, because the timeline belongs to Yah.
Yeah, timeline. And he's supernatural, but he's physical.
Yeah,
he's not omnipresent. So he can't be in a whole bunch of spots at one time.
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
But his spirit is still present. Right.
Yeah.
Right. His spirit is present. So that Joker can't be everywhere.
Can't be everywhere.
He can't physically be everywhere. His spirit can be places. But his spirit doesn't like to dwell around places where people say Yahuwah.
Because he can't handle it.
He can't handle it. He hates the noise. Yeah. The Yahuwah, Yahusha. He hates that name.
And if you keep it'll make him do something.
Yeah. He don't like that name. Because remember, the power is in that name. So if he show up, Yahuwah! You hear that? Boy, he like, oh, I'm gonna need to go somewhere else. I need to go somewhere where they're saying Jesus.
He gonna be running from us. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yahuwah! Because the word, the sword tells you, say my name and the demons will flee. Because they can't handle it.
They can't handle it.
It's like, you remember that movie, Carnage? What is it? Where
they hit that bell
and it kept going up.
And they hear it. So they can't handle that name. I mean, so if you just sing like, to worship you, I will. And if he's walking up, oh, he don't want to hear that? He can't stand it. It's just, it's terrible. So that's why I love that the notification of the sixth trump. And see, you know how Christians, they I can't wait till Jesus shows up. They missing the fact that you need Lucifer to show up first.
But the thing is,
Lucifer needs to show up first. That is going to be for the righteous.
Yeah.
It's on the papa now.
Yeah, but the thing is, who they think Lucifer gonna come in as? Okay, they know they want Jesus to show up, but who they think Lucifer coming? Are they even reading that?
They ain't reading
that. There's gonna be Lucifer gonna show up.
They're not reading
Because before they supposedly Jesus show up, Lucifer got to come first.
Right.
So who they think is gonna be? who they think is gonna be?
Who knows? Who knows?
I know. I know who they think it is gonna be. They think anybody that's not like them, they think it's Lucifer.
Yeah, anything that's not like that. But see, Yahuwah would never show up before Lucifer because of other mentality.
Right.
Because Yahuwah showed up, they wouldn't even worship him. That's why he don't even come. That's why he's not even coming to be worshipped this time. Mm-hmm. Yahusha is not coming to be worshipped this time. He's coming to set up his reign. Lucifer is showing up to be worshipped.
Mm-hmm. And he's got to come in the image on which they like.
He's showing up just like that.
Blonde hair, blue eye.
And Yahuwah gonna show up. Yahusha gonna show up, and he's like, look, I'm gonna put you in your spiritual body so you can see me.
Yeah. You gotta see me, because I need that from you.
I need you to see me.
Yeah, because I need you to see me so you can just cry more onto me.
Yeah.
He needs it.
I need you to see me for who I am.
Yeah.
Right? But and Lucifer gonna show up and they're gonna worship him.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were
They're gonna worship they're gonna worship the first one. Lucifer, they're gonna show up, they're gonna worship him, and then when Yahuwah shows up, the scripture says that when every eye gonna see. But when Lucifer shows up, it doesn't say every eye gonna see.
It sure didn't. Nobody, only eyes gonna see is his children. Because I'm telling you,
you're gonna have to be told he's here.
And we
gotta get off this thing.
Yeah, we gotta get off the thing.
You gotta be told that he's here.
Hey
guys, we love you.
We love you so much.
Dr. Zeta, thank you for your comments, and everybody your comments on how you guys are communicating between each other. Oh boy, this was good today.
Yes.
This was good today.
It was good today.
Yeah. And we had to stack it straight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Until next time, we love you. We'll see you guys next Sunday as we finish.
Once again, as
we finish the teaching on the 3 earth ages. You guys, we got to get to that point. Right, Mariah? They don't know where they're flying to.
I know.
They just want to fly away. Fly. Remember they got
after they made all type of destruction, they want to fly away.
And they tore it all up. Poison everybody.
And they say, it wasn't me.
I don't want me. I'm flying away.
He preserves the righteous.
I'm flying away. After I gave everybody my blame and all my guilt and all the fear tactics, and after I pointed at all of them, after I stole from all of them, I want to fly away now.
You fly away. But ain't going nowhere.
Watch this. Christians even believe the devil got more power than the sons.
Ain't that stupid?
Talking about, when you fly away, you won't be tormented. What devil gonna have that kind of authority over me?
None. Better go sit down somewhere.
Better go ask somebody.
Well, we love you guys. And remember, if you be in the Mashiach, then are you Abraham's seed and you are an heir according to that promise.
We see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.